Alrighty here. I think I'm on live. We'll see here in a second. Yes, we are. We are live. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Coach Diaz Moore, BITNPRO. Most of you guys know me. You see my face all over the internet every now and then. But I want to say good afternoon. I'm reaching out today just to kind of piggyback and just get some information on our session that we had this morning, which was very informative. It was most definitely some good dialogue, some good conversation. It was some very dynamic people in the room. So first of all, giving shots out to Florida Minority Baseball Alliance, EME, and thank you guys for partnering with us to make this event special. So we had about 15 young men on the line today, wanted more, but the thing that I've learned in doing this is your assignment is to work with whomever is in the room. It's just legitimately that simple. So shouts out to those young men that opted to come on and participate. I want to thank Lexus Ortiz with EME, former D1 athlete, sharing her experiences of what she had to go through competing. She's a bowler, which again, based on that information, people have that's bowling. But no, what she described today was most definitely incredible. Want to share a few things. And again, I'm on this thing of don't shoot the messenger. Our job collectively as BITNPRO, EME, Florida Minority Baseball Alliance, this isn't just about baseball. This is about holistically pushing and positioning you, young men and young women, to be better people long term. So I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. We pivoted the entire session today. We went down one way and we came back totally another one. We were scheduled to talk about mental health in one capacity, but we ended up changing the capacity totally to focus on how do we help you to be able to be effective as a leader, not just on the field, but in the classroom, but a leader in life. And a lot of information came out of this session that we opened it up. We did some situational components. One of the biggest things that we identify student athletes is it's not your fault. It's just kind of how it is. Your ineffective ability to communicate. Okay. A lot of things that we're noticing and seeing as it pertains to what you guys do on and off the field. You do a great job of communicating in your circles with your friends, your teams, and your colleagues. But when it comes down to communicating the necessity of what you need, there's some lack there. There's a lot of lack there. One of the things that we really want to focus on and possibly be able to address in a greater aspect is how do we get you from point A to point B where you can learn to be more expressive. One of the things that was identified during this process was this. You guys will talk to your friends about what hurts, but you won't talk to your coaches, your parents, because we deem that there's some trust issues. So I guess you say, Coach, what are you trying to say? Here's the bottom line, guys. Don't get caught in your own bubble. Don't get caught in your own world. We are attempting to create channels. We found out today, just in this little session, that we all have certain things that hold us back. The biggest thing that's holding us back is an inability to tell people how we feel. Whatever reason that may have occurred, but that's what came out of this morning. The other element that came out of this is for a lot of you student athletes, your parents. Yeah, I said it. Your parents are your problem, right? And I've been, quote unquote, raised my hand. I spoke for my kids a lot when I probably shouldn't have. But to hear student athletes today talk about what it is that they go through, they have pressures of school, life, and everything else. But we as parents think, hey, you know what? Hey, it's okay. They're fine. They're good. And to come and find out, no, They're not fine. They're not good. And what's happening is a lot of these young women, excuse me, young men and young women are in a bad place. And we don't know how bad of a place because they choose not to talk because we haven't created or designed a medium that gives them an outlet. So we gave some information, some resources on being able to do that. Um, and a lot of it boils down to a lot of our players have trust issues. And those trust issues may be coming from good coaching, bad coaching, or whatever it may be. But every last one of you at some level has experienced good coaching, bad coaches, even to the point of collegiate level, even to some of our professional individuals that we work with. Understand and know one thing. You have to stay vigilant and you have to find resources to be able to help you become more effective. Um, I don't pretend to be an expert on anything by any stretch of the imagination. But what I will tell you that I'm very proficient is understanding the heart and soul of young people. Today, we asked a question to describe your process, describe if this was a recruiting session and it was open mic and you had a chance to speak to a coach, what would you say? Not even that. Tell me about you. Had maybe about 3 or 4 kids able to do that. And that's not probably the best thing. And it may not be the worst thing, but it's not your fault. And it's going to be what it's going to be. So as I leave this place today, understand and know one thing. You're not on a journey by yourself. Never will be on a journey by yourself. But if you choose to do so, it's going to be a hard struggle, especially for our high level athletes that's talking about the transfer portal. I want to jump in. I want to do this. I want to do that. This race is it's hard. Ran by yourself. You're going to need someone to be able to help you along the way. So I say all of that to say that, right now, you are going to be in a place long term that you're going to maybe struggle in some aspects, but not always. So I don't know whether this is even going live right now, and it really doesn't even make a difference to me at this point. But I think what does make a difference is that we identify some real good areas that we can be of assistance. And you as a student athlete, you may want to really think about being able to tap into, support groups. And we have some different things coming out to talk about that. But it is what it is, fam. But we got to just do a better job of supporting each other. And to my parents, again, a lot of us got to go in holes and ask God to forgive us for real because we put our mouths on our kids in ways sometimes that they 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 are disappointed in us. And to hear it this morning from just in the circle of the parental pressure, you think that the pressure that they get at school is bad, right? From athletics or whatever they're doing, we just got to do a better job of creating that support system. So I don't know whether this is streaming or not. If it is, great. If it's not, we are here. And I look forward to connecting with more. But just down the road, when you see opportunities like this to come out, I know everybody's got their own thing in their own world. I can only work in the space that I'm provided to work in. So, you show up, great. If you don't show up, well, great. That's true. Everybody has their own right to do what they want to do. But this information will be here for those that want to use it. So, family, I wish you guys a great weekend, great Saturday afternoon here around 3:30. Enjoy your day. So student athletes get plenty of rest. Don't overdo it because you don't want to go from your off season to your on season with your body broke up. But you also don't want to continue to play in your mental headspace. I'm Coach Moore. This is BITNPRO, and I most definitely appreciate who you guys are. Continue to strive rather. and don't quit. Keep grinding. We'll talk to you soon.